the trail again and again, hiking and hunting and fishing the land. Time is time well spent. We'll take it to the Delta, to the great white shores. There's so much to see and do. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi
All right.
outdoors, the great outdoors. Mississippi outdoors.
Today we're here at Longleaf Plantation in South Mississippi, enjoying a beautiful day, quail hunting. For the governor's hunt, this event is an important event and a major fundraiser for the Foundation for the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks.
We are back at Longleaf Plantation, where we have been for the last, I think, about 7 or 8 years we've been up here. It is one of the best places to come hunt quail. The governor really enjoys himself when he comes up here, and so do all the members of the board with Wildlife and Fisheries, and a lot of the board members with Wildlife Fisheries Foundation.
Longleaf Plantation has been in business. This is our 48th hunting season that we're presently in now. We offer guided quail, pheasant, and chukar hunts. We offer hunts that bring back the old days and pay homage to the old days of what quail hunting was in the past. You know, it's sad to say that people today, if they don't know or hunt at a plantation or know somebody who has a plantation, they don't know what quail hunting is. And it's really sad, because it was a huge activity from days gone by in Mississippi specifically.
I saw some feathers.
We're just honored to be able to play a small role in the governor's hunt each year. This is our 6th year we've been affiliated with it. It's a great time for people to get together to raise money for things that are important to all of us.
Did I get it? Well, there you go.
She can shoot that gun.
God has blessed us in this state with some natural resources that everyone enjoys, and these people that are coming here to raise money understand that, and they want to help that and continue, you know, to have those opportunities for the people in the state to enjoy hunting, fishing, you know, bird watching, and just enjoying nature.
Whoa.
If you want to get away from it all and just enjoy what God has given us, this is a wonderful place to do this. This is a wonderful, beautiful place with great pine trees and great paths to walk, and just a lot of great outdoor experiences to be had here at Longleaf. So I can understand why the governor and the First Lady, when they're ready to get away from the rat race, this is probably one of the best places to come in Mississippi.
Boy, what a great venue. It's like a park for grown-ups, Disney World. It's when you drive in here this time of year, it's really beautiful, because flowers are blooming and we're having an early spring, and it's just a pleasure to come down here. You're away from everything.
You know, it's a very private one-on-one place. There's no press, there's no pressure, and I think the governor really appreciates how well he can relax and kick back and just kind of enjoy the evening and enjoy a great hunt.
Man.
What do you say? Nice shot, Governor.
Nice shot.
I put you on the point for a reason. Somebody got to shoot some birds.
Where I grew up in Union City, there's quail everywhere, and my grandfather, of course, he raised bird dogs, like a lot of our parents' generation did. Things have changed, and hunting wild birds today is very difficult. And these people here at Longleaf, they're doing two things. One is they're an avenue or venue, where you can hunt quail. And two, they're promoting the quail habitat for native birds, which I think is a plus.
Oh, dead bird flying.
My first hunt that I was ever able to do was quail hunting. My dad was a big quail hunter. We had a couple of bird dogs. I had friends that had bird dogs. We had a good place to hunt. I remember the first bird I ever killed. I was so excited, I was ready to go back home instead of hunting anymore. So I've been quail hunting since for probably 60 years, but the birds are not here like they used to be. When I was a kid, quail were everywhere.
Thought I was.
My dad took me quail hunting early on. I had a big covey of birds, 30, 40 of them flush out from under a big cedar tree one morning early. And we killed 4 or 5 birds out of the group, and we were kind of hooked. So it's one of those kind of things. It was old school days when you had quail going up and down fence rows and out in the brush and sagebrush. And it's just a real special time to be afield with your family.
Good shot, Governor.
Yeah.
We shoot your dead bird.
I didn't shoot. Oh, it's beautiful. What a gorgeous day. Birds everywhere. Just to see the dog work, it just doesn't get any better than this. Picked up a couple of birds and paired on one, so that was a good covey.
Hurry up.
Well, this is of course the governor's hunt, and he's so kind to be with us to be our main guest here. This is for the Department of Wildlife Foundation and to raise money for different needs of the department that just can't be done through the normal process, through the normal budgeting process. So we do all kinds of things to help support the AIMS program, to help support all kinds of different things from bulletproof vests to deer decoys that go through because of the money raising of this foundation.
The foundation has been a great partner for the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries and Parks. There are many projects that they've been involved in. The two most recent ones being the Winchester Arms Partnership on the shooting range at McIver Creek at Charles Ray Nix WMA. Also, they're working with the department at our Law Enforcement Training Center, putting in a new building that will support our training efforts for our law enforcement officers for now and in the future.
The archery in the schools has just been incredible. Most of the schools in Mississippi have it now, and it's very gratifying to see the kids get out. The super hunt we have and the little fishing rodeos and tournaments, it's about the kids. It's about getting the kids out and letting them enjoy what we have and take for granted in Mississippi. I mean, Mississippi is a paradise for outdoorsmen.
This year we kind of had a new twist to the governor's hunt. We had a really special guest with us. We've got Eli Manning with us this time, and he has really just added a whole new dimension to the governor's hunt. The thing about Eli and all of them is that they're just as nice as they are portrayed to be on TV, and every time you see them, they are just genuinely good people.
I've been quail shooting a few times, but first time here, and we're having a good morning, beautiful day, and they're flying pretty good right now. So we've hit some quail, got a couple pheasants, some chuckers, so having a good morning.
Eli, he's not trying to grab any attention. He'll do the signing and whatever, but he just enjoys being out in a beautiful spot like this. He and his brother Peyton both are they really want to be outdoorsmen, hunters, fishermen, and they don't have much time to do that, so it's pretty special when you can.
Mississippi snow. There's another one in there. Mississippi snow. You see it? Look at that.
This is my first time ever hunting in any capacity. From Massachusetts, born and raised, live in New Jersey now. Eli was gracious enough to invite me down with these wonderful people, and here I am trying to chase after these birds, and I'm having a great time. You know, it's a new experience to me, and little did I know how much fun I could really have out here hunting, and it's a fun sport and a good way to spend time with good people.
Zach has made a wonderful hunting partner. It's his first time to ever hunt, and we put him on point today, and he's got a lot of shooting in and shot really well. He made one shot and made some Mississippi snow, and he really liked that term, said he was going to carry it with him forever.
I'm batting like, what, 650 right now? That's Hall of Fame numbers as far as baseball is concerned, so I feel good about it.
It's no finer than to see a good bird dog work. I mean, it is just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see them go back and forth and hit, when they catch that whiff, boy, you know they get birdie and they're on it. But that's a lot of fun seeing the dogs point.
If you're a bird hunter, or if you like dogs, there's nothing better to watch those dogs work and know that they really want to please their master or their trainer. It's uncanny, and to watch them point and work, you know, dog lovers, I'll say this, there's a verse from a poem about dogs, and it says, there's times when only a dog will do for a friend when you're broken, sick, and blue, and the world's all wrong because he won't care if you break and cry or grouch and swear, and he'll let you know as he licks your hands that he's downright sorry and understands. And if you love dogs and that verse means something to you, then you would love bird hunting.
There you go, Trick Malloy.
For over 70 years, Mississippi Outdoors magazine has served the readers of the Magnolia State. The magazine contains interesting features such as wildlife photography and lunar tables. Subscriptions to the magazine are very inexpensive, and when you subscribe, you'll receive 6 bi-monthly issues containing articles on hunting and fishing in the state, public lakes, state parks, and our wildlife management areas. For more information, call our toll-free number at 1-888-874-5785.
We're relying on the birds this time of year. They're going to tell us this is a lively spot right here. A lot of bait. Let's see if we can catch some trout.
Man,
it's going to be smaller, but still we've located a few fish.
Yep.
Pretty short, little white trout.
Growing up down here and having this resource, it's just a lot of fun.
Knowing the lay of the water and the area is a big advantage. I'm very fortunate. Most guys, they say they need GPSs and things to run, and I don't need that. we like to take all the little back trails and cuts and shortcuts if we can.
I got to go to that chartreuse, I guess.
All right, this is what we're looking for right here. Birds are working.
These little table fairies ain't quite big enough. That ain't Big Trout Johnson there. This may be a speck here. He acts like a little better. That's speckled trout, finally. Oh yeah. Get rewarded with the bounty of redfish and trout and flounders. And it's just, I'm a fisherman. I enjoy it. I'm an outdoorsman. It's fun. Speckled trout, just love it. Yes, sir.
You want to imitate anything that looks like a shrimp. There's lots of imitations out there of shrimps and cockahos of multiple colors.
Being out there is what makes it fun. Catching fish is a bonus.
this time of year, chartreuse is by far your #1 color for a trout.
I think I might have the first one in the box this
The
morning.
white trout are hitting the chartreuse really good right now, so what you want to do is, oh, nice white.
Oh, good fish over back here. Oh, I got one.
For trout, you want to switch over to a white, a pearl.
I got a trout here. You got a trout, Don?
We got 3.
Clear with pearl.
Oh yeah, here we go. Good trout, good spec. That's what we're looking for. This is the table fare that we're looking for right here. Nice, beautiful, 13.5 inch trout. I don't have to break out the rule on him.
Any chartreuse, maybe once you want to tip the tail of the chartreuse.
He's 14 inches. I always tell you, this is a good investment. Have a good measuring tape. There's never any excuse why they...
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Fishing is more than catching the fish. You know, it's the experience of being out there with your buddies. And you know, some of my best trips, we didn't catch very few fish on. And we're gonna click them. This is a good investment to have when you're catching a lot of fish, especially with 3 people. Keep a clicker. That way you know exactly how many you have. Oh yeah. Now this is a nice whitey. I'm gonna have to keep this. That's a pretty white. I mean, I can't see throwing these good little whiteys away. We're gonna keep it, because the thing about a whitey is he don't count off your limit, okay? There's no size limit and there's no creel limit. So we try one, at least make a nice fillet, you know?
Whitey.
Good white trout.
Yep. Where'd it go?
It's hard to throw back a nice little whitey like that. And some great trips, the fish is a bonus, you know. It's spending time on the water with your friends and family. Anytime you can get some of your older friends that don't get to fish a lot, and younger people as well. Get the kids out on the water, get them fishing. Keep them on the water, you keep them out of trouble. Once again, another nice little white. I'm gonna keep him. We're gonna get plenty of specks for the days out. Oh, that's a good fish. Not foul hooked him, but he's still a good fish. He's a white. Beautiful whites though.
Oh, missed him. Damn, coming. To have a boat, to be able to go out to the marsh, well, they're right under us.
Those fish have tails, and even though they're in one spot one day, the next day they might be totally gone. So we had to work for them a lot harder today.
Yep, my buddy Big Country couldn't be here today, so I'm gonna keep a few of these whites for him.
The Northern Gulf is just a bounty. Ooh, got him. He gave me a little, oh, good fish. Oh, did he get off? No, I got him.
There we go, got a double up here. Oh, off there. Those Dex. Dex is worth the measurement. They're feeding on these shrimp. They're going to be feeding on these shrimp all the way up until the water gets cold enough and pushes the shrimp out. Oh yeah, he's coming home with us. Until then, they're in here gorging on these shrimp before it gets cold.
Table fare, you know. You come out here and catch trout, redfish, and never go to fish market. And we're using artificial lures. Oh, missed it. You know, we're not even buying bait. And this time of year, it's not hot. It's a beautiful day.
All right. Good little school trout right here. You know, just because when the winds pick up, the fish don't leave. You know, you just got to get in a situation where you can find them. Once again, this current, we got a good current coming here. We got lots of bait falling out of these marshes. We're gonna try and fill this box up today. At least 75 of them.
technique, like I say, you under a popping cork, a lot of times you're going to find these fish, some days they want you to really pop that cork, make a good splash with it. Other times they just want you to drag it, you know, especially if you're in shallower water and it's calm, you just want a little pull with that cork a lot of times just to get that bait to come up towards the surface and give it time to come back down under your cork before you give it another pull. As long as you have a current either coming in or out, that's the key to trout fishing, is the current, in or out. Show us how to flip them, Dex.
Oh, yeah.
Redfish on.
We were fishing in the marsh. We had caught, you know, probably 25 or 30 trout, and we hadn't caught any redfish. And I threw the popping cork, you know, by the bank and hooked up immediately, and it was a nice-sized redfish, and he broke me off. And then we saw my cork with the redfish on it.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're right here by him. Look.
Todd tried to catch it, but we weren't able to. But we saw these other redfish following that one, and we caught, you know, 5 or 6 right there with him. And that was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, they were swimming with him there just now. All right.
Pretty red.
Like today, they were really wanting, when it's windy conditions, a little muddy, they want that pop. And it actually attracts that fish, thinks it's another fish striking at a bait, and they come to investigate. Bam, they see your bait.
Oh, how about that grab, baby?
Good job. That's a perfect eating.
All pro net job, by the way.
All right. Perfect marsh red right there. Perfect fish. All right, let's see if we can get to land this one in. He took a good little run. He's a perfect sized redfish.
I prefer catching speckled trout because I like to eat them. The redfish are tremendous sport fish, and they fight great, and they are also good table fare, but we prefer speckled trout.
When you get into trout, they're usually schooling, and you know, you can catch those back to back to back to back, and they're usually in a little more open water, whereas redfish, you kind of throw into the bank. And man, you can tell the difference with them immediately. A trout will shake his head and come up, and you know it's a trout, and that redfish, he'll try to run. You'll know, you just know, and they're both fun. They're both fun.
Shortly after you hook up, it's pretty obvious whether you have a trout or a red.
A lot of times you'll throw it and just let it float with the current. They'll hit it because it's a natural drift. Loop under the boat, we're gonna bring it back around. You can always put the wind to your back and let the current go the other way. All right. Oh, beautiful redfish, look at him. Got 3 spots on that side and 1 on that side. So we got 5 spots, 4 spots, my bad. These are beautiful size. You'll see us a lot of times in the summertime throwing those big bulls back. This is the fish that you want right here. This is the fish. This is good table fare. We're gonna say that all day. That's the name of the show. A lot of people say, man, you run over a lot of fish. I said, yeah, but I fished that bank for 10 years and figured out that point's the best place over the whole bank. Bring him around more to the left, John. There you go. Bring him right here to the left.
Come on, baby. Ooh, get out. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
There you go. Bring him around. So what I try and do is try and hit my primary spots, you know, go from one point to another. Don't waste a lot of time in between. If there's no fish there in the first 5 or 10 minutes, go on, maybe a couple hours, come back to that spot on the way back. They may be there then.
Fishing with light tackle like we do, 10 or 12 pound test line, you know, when you hook a trout, usually he'll come up, you know, to the surface and you can see that it's a speckled trout, and also you know how much it pulls. Early on, you can tell if you've got a trout or a redfish, because the redfish, you know, they'll take drag, and you know, you'll know you've got a lot bigger, harder pulling fish when you get a redfish. They don't come to the surface like a trout does.
That's why they might be right there in that cut.
Well, that's a good trout. Good trout. Oh, it's a little rat red.
Rat red.
Rat red. I'll be damned. Sure enough.
I wonder if I can get him to come around this side of it. Good fish. Good trout.
Good boy.
It's just the uncertainty the salt water that makes it so fascinating. You never know what's going to be on the end of your line.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Beautiful.
If you move into the marshes, you're going to have to grind them out. Just go from spot to spot to spot. But you never know, the next spot may be the one that you fill the box. #1 target species this time of year.
Clicked.
Click it.
It's clicked.
We've had an enjoyable morning of fishing here in the marsh. Our tactic this morning on the outside reef really didn't work too well. Winds picked up, pushed us on the inside. We got a nice box of fish.
Yeah, we caught them on the inside. So what?
Inland outside on the inside.
Captain Todd.
You know, remember, you can only see this kind of action on
Mississippi Outdoors.
Riding through the bayou, headed for the sky blue, back out on the trail again and again. Hiking and hunting and fishing the land, time is time well spent.